Chosen one, be careful, God is warning you about a man. He is. Listen closely and hold this moment with deep attention, because what is being revealed carries a weight that can quietly shape the direction of your life in ways you may not yet fully understand. And missing this could allow something precious to slip away without you even noticing the moment it began. There is a gentle but firm stirring in your spirit right now, and it is not random, it is not your imagination, it is a protective whisper placed inside you by love itself, guiding you before something confusing tries to enter your path and cloud your peace. Type 444 if you believe. This warning does not come to create fear, but to awaken awareness, to help you see with a clearer heart and a calmer mind, so that nothing meant to harm your journey can quietly take root around you. There is a reason your heart feels this pull, and it is because you are being gently positioned to recognize something before it grows stronger, before it attaches itself to your trust, and before it begins to shift your focus away from what truly matters. There is a presence around your life that carries a certain energy, one that may appear kind on the surface, yet underneath it carries confusion, inconsistency, and a subtle heaviness that does not align with the peace placed within you by Jesus Christ. This man is not being shown to you so that you become fearful or distant from others, but so that you remain grounded in truth, steady in your spirit, and protected in your heart as you continue forward. You have been chosen to walk a path that requires clarity, and sometimes clarity comes through quiet warnings that help you see what your eyes alone may not fully understand. There is nothing random about this moment, and there is nothing accidental about the feeling that something is not completely right. If this is reaching your heart at the right time, take a moment to show your support by liking this video, because your simple action helps this reach someone else who may need this same protection in their life. Like this video and subscribe to this channel if you love God. This man carries words that may sound comforting, yet they do not carry the same warmth that brings lasting peace. And you may have already noticed that something about his presence leaves you feeling uncertain after he is gone. His intentions are not always clear, and his actions do not always match the calm and steady truth that you have been guided to follow. There is a pattern around him, one that brings confusion rather than clarity, pressure rather than peace, and subtle distraction rather than focus. And this is why this warning is being placed gently in your path before anything deeper takes hold. You are not being asked to react quickly or harshly, but you are being guided to observe, to step back, and to allow your inner awareness to rise above the surface of what you see. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is a quiet strength inside you that recognizes truth without needing loud signs or dramatic moments. And that strength is being activated right now so that you do not ignore what your heart is already sensing. You have been walking through a season where your discernment is becoming sharper, your awareness is becoming clearer, and your connection with God is becoming deeper, and this moment is part of that growth. This is not about judgment, it is about protection, and protection often comes in the form of gentle warnings that help you stay aligned with your purpose and your peace. You are being reminded that not everyone who enters your space is meant to remain there, and not every connection is meant to grow deeper, even if it begins with warmth or familiarity. There is something valuable about your path, something sacred about your journey, and that is why guidance is being given before anything harmful can settle too close to your life. You are not being left to figure everything out on your own, and you are not walking without direction, even when things feel unclear for a moment. There is a steady presence watching over you, guiding you, and gently placing boundaries around your spirit so that nothing meant to disturb your peace can stay unnoticed. This warning is part of that care, part of that protection, and part of that deep love that continues to follow you, even when you are unaware of how closely you are being guided. There is no need to rush or force any decision, because clarity grows stronger when you allow yourself to remain calm and observant rather than reactive or overwhelmed. You will begin to notice patterns more clearly. You will begin to feel the difference between peace and pressure more deeply, and you will begin to understand why this warning came to you at this exact moment. The more you stay connected to your inner stillness, the easier it will become to recognize what aligns with your path and what does not belong within your space. You are being guided to choose peace over confusion, truth over illusion, and clarity over uncertainty, and that choice will protect you in ways you may not immediately see. There is a reason you have been set apart in your journey, and it is because your path carries purpose, meaning, and a deeper calling that requires you to remain grounded and aware of what surrounds you. This moment is not meant to create distance from others, but to strengthen your connection with truth, to deepen your awareness, and to remind you that your peace is valuable and worth protecting at all times. The presence of Jesus Christ continues to guide your steps gently, helping you stay aligned with what is pure, what is steady, and what brings lasting peace rather than temporary comfort. What if abundance had always been influenced by a hidden brain signal buried in classified records and never fully disclosed to the public? This frequency is now creating new pathways, attracting opportunities, and reshaping lives faster than expected. Thousands are already using it to draw wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brainwave today. The awareness that has been placed inside your heart is not fading, and it is not meant to be ignored, because it is slowly unfolding into a deeper understanding that will protect you from confusion that could have quietly taken hold of your peace. You may begin to notice that certain moments around this man feel slightly heavy, even when everything appears calm on the outside, and that subtle heaviness is not something to dismiss or explain away too quickly. It is a quiet signal that something within the connection does not fully align with the steady peace that Jesus Christ has been nurturing inside you. This is not about fear or rejection, it is about clarity, and clarity often arrives gently before it becomes obvious, giving you time to step back and see with a wiser heart. There is a difference between kindness that brings peace and kindness that carries an unspoken pressure beneath it, and your spirit is beginning to recognize that difference more clearly now than ever before. You may remember moments where his words felt comforting at first, yet left you feeling uncertain afterward, as if something within those words did not fully settle into your heart. This is not your imagination, and it is not something you are overthinking, because your awareness is becoming sharper and your ability to feel truth is growing stronger with each passing moment. You are learning to trust that quiet inner voice that does not shout, but gently guides you away from what is not meant for your path. As you continue forward, you may begin to see patterns that were not as clear before, and those patterns will begin to reveal the true nature of what you are dealing with. There may be inconsistency in his actions, moments where his behavior shifts in ways that do not match the calm and steady energy that you have been guided to embrace. These changes are not random, and they are not without meaning, because they are part of the deeper truth that is being uncovered for your protection. You are being guided to observe without reacting too quickly, to understand without becoming overwhelmed, and to remain grounded in the peace that has already been placed inside you. There is strength in your calmness, and there is wisdom in your patience, because both allow you to see clearly without being clouded by emotion or confusion. You are not being asked to confront or to create distance suddenly, but you are being encouraged to hold your space gently and firmly, allowing your boundaries to become clearer without the need for conflict or explanation. This is a season where your discernment is becoming stronger, and that strength is helping you recognize what belongs in your life and what does not. The more you trust this process, the more clarity will come to you in ways that feel natural and steady rather than forced or overwhelming. You may also notice that your peace feels different when you are not around him, as if a certain weight has been lifted, allowing you to breathe more freely and think more clearly. This contrast is important because it shows you the difference between what supports your spirit and what quietly drains it. Your peace is not something small or insignificant. It is a sign of alignment, and it is something that should always feel steady and present, rather than fragile or easily disturbed. When something begins to affect that peace, it is not something to ignore, but something to understand with calm awareness and gentle honesty. There is a deeper protection surrounding you, one that is guiding you step by step, without rushing you or overwhelming you with sudden changes. This protection is not loud, but it is consistent, and it is always working quietly to keep you aligned with your purpose and your well-being. You are being reminded that not every connection is meant to grow, and not every person is meant to stay close to your heart, even if they seem familiar or comforting at first. Sometimes the most loving guidance is the kind that gently redirects you before something becomes more difficult to untangle later. The presence of Jesus Christ continues to walk with you in a way that is calm and steady, never forcing you, never confusing you, and never leading you into uncertainty. That presence brings clarity, peace, and a sense of quiet assurance that helps you stay grounded even when things around you feel unclear. You are being guided to stay connected to that peace, to let it anchor you, and to allow it to shape your decisions in a way that protects your heart and your path. As this awareness continues to grow, you will find that your confidence becomes stronger, not in a loud or forceful way, but in a calm and steady way that does not need validation or approval from others. You will begin to trust your instincts more deeply, and you will no longer feel the need to question every feeling that arises within you. This is part of your growth, and it is part of the journey that is helping you become more aligned with truth and less influenced by confusion or uncertainty. There is no need to explain everything or to make others understand what you are feeling, because this guidance is personal and it is meant for your protection rather than for discussion or validation. You are being led in a way that respects your pace, your understanding, and your ability to process what is unfolding without pressure or fear. This is not about cutting people off or creating distance suddenly, but about becoming aware of what is healthy for your spirit and what is not, and allowing that awareness to guide your actions gently over time. You are not losing anything by stepping back from what does not align with your peace. You are gaining clarity, strength, and a deeper connection with the path that has been prepared for you. What is meant for you will never bring confusion or instability into your life, and what is truly aligned with your journey will always feel steady, supportive, and peaceful. This is the difference you are being guided to recognize, and it is a difference that will protect you as you continue forward with calm awareness and quiet strength. A concealed brainwave once stored in classified files is said to ignite strong prosperity. In just 7 minutes, you can unlock the switch in your mind that draws abundance like a magnet. Click the link in the video description and comments below to activate your hidden wealth wave right now. There is a quiet reassurance surrounding you right now, reminding you that you are being watched over, guided, and protected in ways that you may not always see, but can always feel when you pause and listen to your heart. This reassurance is not temporary, and it is not dependent on circumstances, because it is rooted in something deeper, something steady, and something that continues to remain with you through every moment of your journey. You are being gently reminded that your peace matters, your clarity matters, and your path matters, and nothing that disrupts those things should be ignored or accepted without understanding. You are being guided to choose what supports your growth, what strengthens your spirit, and what aligns with the calm and steady presence that has been walking with you all along. This man carries a presence that does not fully rest in truth, and even when he appears sincere, there is something within him that creates imbalance rather than harmony. That imbalance is not always loud or obvious, but it leaves traces that your spirit continues to notice with increasing clarity. There are moments when his words may seem supportive, yet they do not fully align with his actions, and this difference is something you are now able to see more clearly without trying to justify or overlook it. You have grown in awareness, and that growth is helping you understand that true connection does not create confusion or leave you feeling uncertain about what is real. When something is genuine, it brings a calm sense of trust that does not shift with time or circumstance, and it does not require you to question your own understanding repeatedly. You are being guided to recognize that what feels unstable or inconsistent is not something you need to hold on to, no matter how familiar or comfortable it may seem at first. There is also a subtle way in which this man influences your thoughts, and it may have caused you to second-guess your own instincts at times, creating a quiet inner conflict that you could not easily explain. This influence is not strong enough to control you, but it is enough to create doubt if it is left unchecked, and that is why this warning came to you before anything deeper could take hold. You are being reminded that your inner voice is not something to silence, but something to trust and follow with confidence, because it is connected to a deeper guidance that continues to protect you. The presence of Jesus Christ in your life is not one that leads you into confusion or uncertainty, but one that brings steady peace, clear direction, and a sense of quiet assurance that does not fade with time. That presence is helping you see the difference between what is real and what only appears to be real, and it is guiding you toward choices that support your growth and your well-being. You are not being left to figure this out alone, and you are not expected to understand everything immediately, because clarity unfolds step by step as you remain open and attentive to what is being shown to you. There may have been moments where you felt a pull to give this man more trust than he has truly earned, and that pull may have come from a desire to see the good in others or to believe that things would become clearer over time. Your heart carries kindness, and that kindness is not something to lose, but it is something to protect with wisdom, so that it is not taken for granted or misused. You are learning that kindness does not mean ignoring what feels wrong, and compassion does not mean allowing confusion to remain in your space without understanding it. This balance is part of your growth, and it is helping you become stronger in ways that are calm, steady, and deeply rooted in truth. As you continue forward, you may begin to feel a natural distance forming, not out of rejection or anger, but out of clarity and self-respect that guides you away from what does not align with your peace. This distance does not need to be explained or justified, because it is part of a process that is unfolding naturally within you. You are not being asked to create conflict or to make sudden decisions, but to allow your awareness to guide your actions gently, one step at a time, without pressure or fear. The more you trust this process, the more you will see that everything is aligning in a way that protects you without causing unnecessary disruption. There is a quiet strength growing within you, one that does not rely on external validation or approval, and that strength is helping you stand firm in what you feel without being easily influenced by others. You are becoming more grounded in your understanding, and that grounding is allowing you to see things clearly without being overwhelmed by emotion or uncertainty. This is not a moment of loss, but a moment of growth, And that growth is shaping you into someone who is able to walk with confidence and clarity in every situation. You may also begin to notice that your connection with God feels stronger during this time, as if you are being drawn closer to a sense of peace that does not depend on what is happening around you. This connection is not coincidental, because it is part of the guidance that is helping you stay aligned with what is true and what is meant for your life. The more you stay connected to this peace, the easier it will become to recognize what belongs in your space and what does not, without needing to question yourself repeatedly. There is a deeper purpose behind this warning, and it is not only about protecting you from confusion, but also about preparing you for something better that aligns more closely with your path and your growth. When something is removed or distanced from your life, it is not always because it is bad, but because it is not right for where you are going. You are being guided toward something that will bring clarity, stability, and genuine peace, and that requires you to release what does not align with those qualities. Deep within your brain is a small area tied to wealth and success, once hidden in restricted studies and classified documents. This newly uncovered frequency is helping people exchange financial stress for ease, and God has led you to see this message at this very moment. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. You are not alone in this process, and you are not being left without support, because every step you take is being guided with care and intention that goes beyond what you can see. The path you are walking is being shaped in a way that protects you, strengthens you, and prepares you for what is ahead, and this moment is part of that shaping. You are being reminded that your journey is valuable, your peace is important, and your awareness is something to trust rather than question. As you continue to move forward, allow yourself to remain calm, observant, and grounded in the truth that has been placed inside you. You do not need to rush, you do not need to force clarity, and you do not need to hold on to anything that creates confusion or uncertainty in your life. Everything that is meant for you will come with a sense of peace that does not need to be questioned, and everything that is not meant for you will slowly become clearer as you continue to trust the guidance you are receiving. This is how protection often works, not through loud warnings or sudden disruptions, but through steady clarity that grows stronger with time. You are not being rushed into any decision, yet you are being guided to remain awake, aware, and gently cautious as you continue to observe what is unfolding around you. There is something important that you are beginning to understand, and it is that not all harm comes in obvious ways, and not all disruption appears as something clearly negative from the beginning. Sometimes it arrives quietly, wrapped in familiarity, slowly creating small moments of doubt, subtle discomfort, and quiet confusion that can be easily dismissed if you are not paying attention. This is why this awareness has been placed inside you before anything deeper could take root, because you are being protected from something that could have slowly affected your peace without you realizing it immediately. The man you are being warned about carries this kind of presence, one that does not openly reveal its imbalance, yet leaves traces that your spirit continues to recognize. You may begin to notice that your energy feels different when you think about him, as if there is a quiet hesitation within you that was not there before, and that hesitation is not something to ignore or explain away. It is a signal, a gentle pause placed within your spirit to help you slow down and observe more carefully rather than move forward without clarity. This is not fear, it is wisdom. And wisdom often feels like a quiet awareness that asks you to take your time and look deeper rather than rush into something that feels uncertain. You are learning to honor that awareness, and in doing so, you are strengthening your ability to protect your peace in ways that will serve you far beyond this moment. The guidance you are receiving is not about pushing people away or creating distance out of suspicion, but about understanding the difference between what nurtures your spirit and what quietly unsettles it. You are being taught to recognize the feeling of true peace, the kind that does not come and go, but remains steady and consistent no matter the situation. This peace is the kind that Jesus Christ brings into your life, a peace that does not confuse you, does not pressure you, and does not leave you questioning your own understanding. When something or someone does not align with that peace, it becomes easier to recognize that it may not belong in your space. There is also a deeper layer to this warning, one that goes beyond the surface of what you can see, and it is connected to your growth and the path that is unfolding before you. You are stepping into a season where your clarity matters more than ever, where your decisions carry greater weight, and where your awareness plays a key role in guiding you toward what is meant for you. This is why you are being shown this now, before anything becomes more complicated, before any deeper attachment forms, and before any confusion becomes harder to untangle. You are being prepared, not just protected, and that preparation is shaping you into someone who moves with calm certainty rather than uncertainty. There may have been moments where you felt drawn to understand him more, to give him the benefit of the doubt, or to overlook what felt unclear because you wanted to see the good in him. Your heart carries compassion, and that compassion is a beautiful part of who you are, yet it must be balanced with wisdom so that it does not lead you into situations that do not honor your peace. You are learning that you can care without becoming entangled, that you can understand without accepting confusion, and that you can remain kind without allowing your boundaries to be crossed. As this awareness continues to settle within you, you may find yourself naturally pulling back, not out of fear or rejection, but out of clarity that gently guides you away from what does not feel right. This distance is not something you need to force, because it will happen naturally as your understanding grows stronger and your connection to truth becomes clearer. You will begin to choose peace without hesitation, and you will begin to trust your instincts without needing constant reassurance from others. This is a sign of growth, and it is a sign that you are becoming more aligned with the path that has been prepared for you. There is something powerful about the way you are being guided, because it is not through pressure or fear, but through gentle awareness that allows you to move at your own pace while still remaining protected. You are not being pushed into sudden changes, and you are not being asked to act without understanding, because everything is unfolding in a way that respects your journey and your ability to process what is being shown to you. This is how true guidance works. It meets you where you are, it supports you without overwhelming you, and it leads you forward with clarity that grows stronger over time. A 7-second brainwave approach, previously limited to elite groups and stored in classified files, is now available to everyone, and many call it the 30-second miracle. Researchers claim it stimulates a dormant brain center associated with prosperity and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it is removed from the internet again. The presence of Jesus Christ continues to remain steady in your life, offering you a sense of peace that does not depend on circumstances and a sense of direction that does not lead you into confusion. This presence is helping you stay grounded, helping you remain calm, and helping you see clearly even when things around you feel uncertain. You are not walking this path alone, and you are not being left to figure everything out by yourself, because there is a guidance that continues to walk with you, step by step, quietly protecting you in ways that you may not always see but can always feel. You are also being reminded that your journey is unique, and that not everyone who crosses your path is meant to walk alongside you for long. Some people come for a moment, some come for a season, and some are not meant to come close at all, even if they appear familiar or comforting at first. This understanding is helping you release what does not belong without feeling loss, because you are beginning to see that everything is happening for your protection and your growth. You are not losing anything that is meant for you, and you are not being taken away from anything that would truly support your path. There is a quiet confidence beginning to rise within you, one that does not need to be loud or proven, because it is rooted in understanding and clarity that continues to grow stronger with each step you take. This confidence allows you to trust yourself more deeply, to stand firm in what you feel, and to move forward without being easily influenced by uncertainty or confusion. You are becoming more aligned with truth, and that alignment is shaping your decisions, your actions, and your path in ways that will continue to protect you. As you move forward from this moment, allow yourself to remain grounded in the peace that has been placed inside you, and trust that everything you need to understand will become clear in its own time. You do not need to rush, and you do not need to force anything, because clarity is already unfolding within you in a way that is calm, steady, and deeply supportive of your journey. You are being guided toward what is right for you and away from what is not, and that guidance will continue to lead you forward with quiet strength and unwavering protection. There is something about this man that may have once seemed familiar or even comforting in small ways, yet now you are beginning to see that familiarity does not always mean alignment, and comfort does not always mean truth. You may notice that when you reflect on certain interactions, there is a subtle sense of imbalance that cannot be ignored anymore, as if something within those moments did not fully sit right with your spirit. This realization is not coming to you suddenly, but gradually, gently revealing itself as your awareness becomes sharper and your connection with truth becomes deeper. You are not imagining this, and you are not overthinking it, because what you are sensing is real and meaningful. There is a difference between someone who supports your growth and someone who quietly slows it down, and that difference is becoming clearer to you now. This man may not openly show harmful intentions, yet his presence carries a kind of distraction that can pull your focus away from what truly matters in your life. That distraction is subtle. It does not demand attention loudly, but it slowly shifts your energy in ways that can affect your clarity if you are not aware of it.